Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Wolfie here, back again with a WWE 2K18 video, and we're going to be talking about the top 5 NXT superstars that I personally, keywords, I personally want to see in WWE 2K18. This is not official, of course, and this is not what is going to be put in the game. It's just what I think, or the superstars I believe they should put in the game, should I say. And we're going to be doing my top 5. Some of you are going to agree with it, some of you are not, but don't care. So, at number 5, we're going to go with Wwe Jose. I feel like this man has really developed that character, that he's got like the party, outgoing, conga kind of party guy. At first, when I first saw him debut, I thought that this was going to be a complete fail. I didn't think it was going to connect with the NXT audience, because the NXT audience is kind of like a, not brutal, but they'll let it be known if they're not agreeing with something being shown on NXT television. And I thought he was going to be one of those characters. I thought it wasn't going to work well. It was going to be a fail, because essentially he's not, I don't know, I mean, you could put a title on him, but he's not a main event sort of caliber talent in my eyes. Nothing about Wwe Jose screams main event. However, he has done very well for himself. He's made the character his own. Fans love him. He's over as fuck. So there isn't any need for him not to be on this year's game. He's been used on NXT television at least every other week, if not every week, since, you know, debuting his character. So I think personally he makes sense as a playable character for 2K18, and I think it would add a different dynamic to the 2K18 roster as well. At number 4, we have got Alistair Black, who's just recently debuted on NXT television at NXT TakeOver Orlando. If you didn't check out NXT Orlando, I don't know where you was, but you need to go and invest in the network if you've got that kind of money, because it was absolutely phenomenal. And Alistair Black's entrance, or just signified he was going to be a superstar in NXT and in WWE. This bitch done rose from the ground. Like, I'm talking about literally, my boy was resting in peace and just rose up. And I ain't talking about the dirt. He just rose up and then walked to the ring as if nothing has happened, as if he just didn't arise from the ground, as if that bitch didn't just stay woke from the ground. Just walked to the ring and had this kind of satanic, demonic kind of theme song. It wasn't satanic and demonic, but it was like the style of the music kind of reminded you of, you know, the satanic kind of demonic sort of feel. It was weird. It was a weird entrance, I'm not gonna lie, but Alistair Black is a weird character in a good way. As soon as that bell rang and it came down to the wrestling, Alistair Black's absolutely phenomenal. And with a moveset like Alistair Black, you cannot keep that Mario Trucker off this game. He needs to be in this game, whether he's a no, fuck all that, I don't even want him as a DLC. He needs to just be a playable character in the game, because he's absolutely going to be essential to NXT in the next coming months. In fact, in the next year, I expect Alistair Black to be challenging, if not holding the NXT Championship, because he's too good. In the ring, he's too good. We've not really heard him speak on the mic yet, but I'm pretty sure it won't be disappointing. And I know he's going to soak everything out of this gimmick. I know he's going to work this gimmick to his bone, because it suits him. It suits his look, you know, the beard, the tattoos, the long hair. It really works for him. So over the next year, I expect him to really be implemented and really worked in NXT. And what I don't want is for that to actually happen, and we've got Alistair Black not coming as a DLC, and we've not got Alistair Black on the active WWE 2K18 roster. That would be disappointing. It would. And yes, I know we've got community creations, but I don't want to have to download the community creations Alistair Black. I want him in the game with his moveset, with that fucking kick-ass entrance. That's what I want. So hopefully 2K do go that route, do think ahead and not backwards, and think this guy's going to be a major player in NXT. We probably need to put him in the game, get him scanned, and even if he says you know, I'm putting him as number 4, but I wouldn't mind if he was a DLC, but really and truly, I think he should already be in the game. At number 3, Mr. Cassius Ohno, who would have been in the game if he didn't leave or wasn't fired, whoever you talk to or find rumors off of. But regardless, the guy's back. Listen, I'm about to get slammed in the comments, but don't give two flying cornflakes. I am a fan of Cassius Ohno's theme song. I just like it. It gives me that superhero feel, which is kind of what they're going with Cassius Ohno, with the oh no sort of thing. Like when you see oh no, you're like, oh my god, Cassius Ohno, no, okay. But still, he again was a character in the game that, well, he missed his opportunity to be in the game, because he would have been in the game, whether that be in WWE, I think it was 12 or 13 or 14, between 12 and 13 and 14, he would have been in one of those games if he was still in NXT. He wasn't. He left. But now he's back, and I feel like 2K can't miss the opportunity to put Cassius Ohno in the game. However, it really depends. It depends on whether WWE want him to be in the game, because that belly is just talking all types of nonsense. But at the same time, you can't deny what the man can do in the ring. He's absolutely amazing. Hits hard. Great. Oh, I've got something in my mouth. Great technical ability. Finishes lit. His attire to me is okay. It's not. I preferred his old one when he was, you know, when Cassius Ohno was slimmer, more trim, and he had the pants and the knee pads with the kind of quirky boots and the quirky arm sleeve. I preferred that, but this one's pretty much the same. He's just got the basketball jersey on top. It gives him a different look, man. It gives him a more up-to-date look. It gives him a bit more of a kind of like, not hip-hop look, but just that kind of chilled out, you know, cool dude sort of character, which he kind of essentially is. He's going to be another big-time player in NXT. I don't know what they're going to do in terms of, you know, his weight and whatnot, but they've got the Performance Center, and I'm pretty sure Triple H will guide him and correct him, and I know Shawn Michaels is down there as well. He's got the likes of William Regal down there. So there are guys down there that will help him if he wants to, you know, get down to a decent size. But yeah, I would like to see Cassius Ohno in the game. I think it's been long overdue. We've had many and many fantastic community creations and all these amazing cards that have been, you know, put on community creations, but now now he's in the active NXT roster, I want him to be in the game. I think he should be in the game. At number 2, we've got the man Drew Galloway, or as he's going to be known now, Drew McIntyre, back to his old name. The last game I think we saw this guy on was probably WWE, I want to say it was WWE 13 or 12, you know. No, it wasn't. I'm lying. Wasn't it last year with 3MB, or the year before with 3MB? I can't remember. But yeah, he hasn't been on the game for, I think it was 2015 he was in the game. I don't think it was in 2016. Or he might have been, because he was in WWE in 2015. I don't know. I really don't know. But I would like to see a brand new Drew McIntyre model. Obviously we could pause on this, but he's grown. He's a lot bigger. He's got a bit more definition and tone to his body now, so pause on that. But I'd like to see a new Drew McIntyre model. And yeah, I don't know what theme song he's gonna work with or whatever, but it is official. He has signed with NXT, and again, he's gonna be another one of those superstars that are gonna be a big time player in NXT in the next coming year. 2K can't really miss the opportunity to keep him in the game. But in all honesty, because he's only recently just signed, I do feel like Drew will probably be a DLC. But it depends. It really depends. But at number 2, I think Drew should be in the game. And, you know, he's still, regardless if he's been on the independent scene, he deserves it, man. He worked his arse off in TNA. He worked his arse off on the independent scene. Like, literally worked so hard. And he proved to Vince, he proved to Triple H, he proved to Talent Relations, he proved to everyone in the WWE that he is a main event superstar. He proved that he is a big time player and can make it as a top caliber superstar in the WWE. And they had to take notice. They had no option to. You cannot see what this man done in the independent scene / TNA and not take note of it. You had to. You just had to. So I'm expecting my boy in the game. I want him to be in the game. And that Future Shock DDT should be looking all types of litified in the game. And at number 1 is probably no surprise, Mr. Bobby Roode needs to be in this year's game. Like, needs to be in this year's game. And that entrance is going to look absolutely amazing. Like, I can't wait to see it. I know he's going to be in the game. They got no option to. and every single year the NXT champion has been in the game when they started development. So my boy got no option to be in the game. He's too over, too good, too popular to not be in the game. If they don't put Bobby Roode in the game, some people are gonna kick off, man. Some people are gonna be kick. I wouldn't kick off, because I'm more focusing on the game modes. But some people will kick off because he is a huge superstar in NXT, the biggest superstar in NXT probably, and will be one of the biggest superstars when he gets called up to the main roster potentially next year. So Bobby Roode needs to be in this year's game, and having his moonset. I said moonset. Having his moveset and that flipping from that entrance. I'm not a big fan of his theme song. I have different tastes when it comes to music. As you can already tell, because people are going to probably think I'm crazy for liking Cassius Ohno's new theme song over Flatline, but I do. So get over it. And I don't really like Bobby Roode's theme. I put up a poll the other day on Twitter and I was like, who's got better theme? Bobby Roode and Shinsuke Nakamura, and everyone was like, Bobby Roode. I was like, what? Like, stop it. Like, yeah, it's alright, it's motivating, yeah, but ain't better than them violins. You ain't telling me that. No way. I ain't talking about Jose. So Bobby Roode, Drew McIntyre, Cassius Ohno, Alistair Black, and No Way Jose are the top 5 superstars in NXT that I want to see in this year's WWE 2K18 game. Who do you want to see from NXT? Let me know in the comment section down below. Keep in mind, by the way, as well, I forgot to mention this at the start, these are just solo wrestlers. So I know someone's going to be like, where's Sanity? You didn't put Sanity in there. Bitch, I'm coming. Pause. That video is coming. The tag teams I want to see in the game as well are coming. But these are the top 5 singles superstars that I want to see in WWE 2K18. It's been your boy Wolfie. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you for another video. Peace.